My name is Detective Carslaw from Gosford Police Station. I am investigating the death of John Doe, 92, of Kincumber. You are under arrest because of your alleged involvement in his suicide. You'll be taken to the station where you'll be interviewed. Depending on the results of that interview, you will be charged with assisted suicide, with manslaughter, or with murder.
In New South Wales, suicide is legal, but assisting someone in any way is not. Many elderly people have to live with unbearable pain or starve themselves. Our laws need to change so people can have choices.
I'm 90, and my first experiences of death were very, very different from today. When I was 5 years old, I remember my grandfather dying. He died at home, and that was where most people died in those days. Now, of course, it's completely different. The majority of people die in hospital with very little control over how they will die. What we want is choice, because everyone's different, as I could illustrate with two cases. A friend of mine, Emily, was chronically sick, and in her early 70s, she had no alternative but to go into a nursing home. It was a good nursing home. Gradually, she spent more and more time in bed, and immediately looking into her eyes was a portrait of Jesus with a bleeding heart and a crown of thorns on his head and an agonized expression on his face. She kept that portrait almost as an inspiration. Her thoughts were she was in solidarity with her God. What he had suffered on the cross, she was capable of bearing it with him. And she suffered that for many years. That was her choice, and I think she was perfectly entitled to that choice. She believed in what she was doing, and she died in what was the most satisfactory form to herself. But we don't all feel like Emily. We don't all believe what Emily believed, and I think we should have our choice too. From that I'll go to my husband. He was in hospital. The consultant said, "We can't do anything else for your husband. You can't look after him. He must go into a nursing home." And if you'd seen him in the bed with his eyes closed, gaunt, no expression of life at all, you would feel that he was going to die imminently. He went into the nursing home. It was not a particularly good one. Just so many things went wrong with him that was so distressing. He lived for nearly 3 years, and he hated it. He was very distressed. He suffered greatly. We were all relieved when he died. He had no choice but to suffer all the indignities, all the pain, all the hurt that no one could help. Death is so personal that I think we should be allowed to make our own decisions about when we die.